Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Bradley.
I'm Space Rogue.
And I'm Dave Bales. Welcome to Not the Situation Room.
So what's going on today, guys?
Well, the big story this week, if you haven't already heard, and I don't know what rock you're living under, is NPM.
NPM. Is that the National Postal Museum? I love that place.
No, Space, it's not the National Postal Museum.
Oh, so the National Park of Monfuego in Spain? I know. It's the Nippon paper mills in Japan.
Dude, I thought I was the one hyped up on too much caffeine and pre-workout.
Wow. God, space. No, it's a JavaScript node package manager, which has also been called the never-ending pasta machine or the nice people manager.
I think that sounds
Oh,
made up.
no, actually those
Probably.
are real. But yeah, I know JavaScript NPM. I mean, I was hoping it was something a bit more exciting.
You were hoping that wasn't what it was, right?
Yeah,
All
kind of.
right. All right, guys, so let's get serious for a minute here and take note of that because I hardly ever say
Just
that.
1 minute though.
Just one.
Dave, tell him what happened.
All right, well, first you need to know that JavaScript Node Package Manager is used to install, share, and manage JavaScript and comes bundled with Node.js JavaScript.
Mhm.
One of the developers who maintains NPM was compromised, just one, via a very legit looking AI generated phishing email that was made to look like an NPM support ticket. And this allowed the hackers to push out malicious versions of various JavaScript packages.
So, I mean, at first, the malware targeted browser-based crypto wallets. I mean, like, par for the course, what we're used to. And so then the attackers could misdirect, crypto transactions and guess what? Steal crypto. You know, not a new story. But dozens of different packages have been modified. Packages that total about a billion, and that's with the B. Yeah, billion.
Billion.
In addition to crypto wallets, now the malware is also looking for AWS keys, GCP, and Azure service credentials, GitHub personal access tokens, etc., etc., etc. This, however, is where I get really nerdy and I say, "We have worm sign." And if you don't get that, I'm not explaining
We're not friends anymore.
it. After using Truffle Hog, which yeah, that's a real thing. That one made me giggle too. To scan for the secrets I mentioned, it now goes into worm mode and uses what it found. This is where you may be hearing the additional Dune reference of Shai-Hulud being used because the malware creates a repository by that name. It'll then use the stolen NPM tokens to find and compromise other NPM packages that it gives it access to.
Oh, now this is way more exciting than the National Postal Museum. And that NPM is pretty darn exciting, at least to me.
Well, then get your oxygen ready, buddy, because I'm going to take your breath away. So, this is one of the largest supply chain attacks of all time.
Of all time!
Of all time. And we're used to hearing that. So,
Of all time.
they can't all be of all time, but whatever. They're still finding more and more compromised Java packages as they continue to investigate this breach. When's it going to end? Well, when the credits roll with Take My Hand playing in the background or Take My NPMs. And you really got to love a good Toto reference. And notice that I didn't sing.
That's only because there was no lyrics.
All right. I mean, that's pretty darn exciting. I mean, that's one word for it. I mean, NPM packages are usually just like de facto trusted, right? People just download them all the time and add them to their stuff. And to think this all just happened from a simple, well, I guess not so simple phishing email.
Well,
AI
that's
generated phishing
Yeah,
no,
email.
AI
no, it's
generated.
definitely AI generated, and that's what kind of makes it, dastardly brilliant, right? Is because de facto trusted, right? Why not compromise something that no one would ever question? Right, so with a dozen different packages compromised, this is turning into an issue for the entire JavaScript ecosystem. One compromised package can cascade through many projects very quickly, and dependency chains get pulled in, numerous projects go, and it's never detected until it's too late.
Well, it sounds like people should be like auditing and monitoring their dependencies. And one way you could do that is to simply run the NPM audit command and make
Okay.
sure they use a lock file to ensure version consistency. Speaking of versions, if you pin instead of using a loose semver range, that's also a good idea. Oh, and then there's the MPI-CI command and integrity hashes to verify package integrity. NPM package cooldown check would be a good use here too as well. I mean, it's not like there's nothing you can do.
I don't have any idea what he just said. But of course, you can also use the same basic stuff that we always preach here on Not the Situation Room. Limit your attack surface by removing unused dependencies, and then rotate any exposed secrets or tokens.
Well, don't forget about two-factor authentication, right? I mean, it may be a pain in the butt, but it might also save your butt, especially for developers who are maintaining these packages.
And, then there are sandboxes. They aren't just for little kids or sandworms, right? Read-only file systems help. Docker containers can help protect your host system. There's a bunch of stuff you can do.
Hmm.
And you can also mirror or proxy your npm packages via internal registry like Artifactory or Verdaccio. Any of those will work.
Well, then, of course, you have our favorite here at Not the Situation Room. Check to see if there's been updated and patched versions of the packages you use and patch
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 your
your.
your
And the short of it is, in my opinion, is that huge supply chain compromises like this shouldn't happen. And if they do, it shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, we have the technology, we have the capability to prevent, detect, and mitigate this type of attack.
Well, and the question is, why aren't we using it?
Do you agree? Do you disagree? All feedback is welcome.
You know, I was waiting for the chance to use the line, the spice is life, but it just didn't happen. However, like, share, comment, and
We'll see you next time.